Fala pessoal, tudo bem? Eu sou o Fábio e hoje a gente vai conversar com Gavin, um cantor irlandês que ficou muito famoso aqui no Brasil por participar da trilha sonora de algumas novelas brasileiras. So, hello Gavin, such a pleasure to have you here. So, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks very much for having me. Tudo bem?
A little bit Portuguese.
Yeah,
so, as my first question, I heard that the greatest hits of a songwriter usually are the ones they write quicker.
Yeah.
And always a diamond singer and arguably your most successful song was written in about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I would like to know, what can you tell me about that?
I do. I think if it's quicker, I mean, I don't know how it works for everybody, but for me, it's if I write something really fast, you're not really thinking about it too much, and it just kind of goes blah. It just comes out like straight away. I think it's more intentional and more like you're just not overthinking it like at all. Whereas you spend it, I've spent time on songs. I spent like a year trying to finish a song. I spent like 2 months trying to finish a song, or even a day. But yeah, with Always, there's 2 songs that I've written. There's one song called Nervous and another song called Always, and 2 of them were written like super fast. And I think Always in particular was the one that was diamond over here, which is crazy. There's not many words in it. It says Always like 47 times. So like, I mean, 47% of the song is just Always. So like,
but maybe it's a more passionate song, right?
Yeah. I think it's because something was happening in my life then that was very sad, and I got it out of me, so it was nice.
Yeah, you mentioned Nervous actually, and I suppose composing and all is fun, but what can you tell me about acting on a Brazilian TV show, like foreign language, right? And your song is used as a soundtrack. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, when I did Pega Pega, I had to sing Nervous, and I had to say, well, originally I was going to speak in Portuguese, and then I kept speaking in Portuguese incorrectly because my Irish accent kept getting in the way. So I was like, "Meu nome Gavin," but I can. But yeah, I think I said 5 words, but it's fine. It's good. I was like, "Hey, Louisa, this song is for you."
Yeah, it's really great.
I mean, I'm an actor now.
How was the experience meeting the Brazilian cast? I mean, did you know some of the actors? How was the atmosphere at the backstage?
They're so lovely. I remember Espela de Vida.
Yeah.
On that one, I met more of the actors, but I met everybody on Pega Pega too. And but on Espela de Vida, I met them, and they came to the show. I did a show in Rock and Roll, and a lot of the actors came to the show in Rock and Roll, and I got to hang out with them. Also, everybody's so nice. It's so lovely.
Nice. So, still talking about Always, can you remember what you first felt when you realized that the song was a huge success around the world, especially here in Brazil, where we do not speak English at all?
I think over here was the biggest surprise for me that Always was that Always did so well. I remember doing the show, and I was kind of unaware of how the novellas worked. Like, I didn't know they were going to play the song in every episode. Or whenever the couples would meet, they play the song. And I was like, Always, Always. So when that happened, and it went like #1 on the radio too, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I spent a lot more time over here. And it was a very big surprise. Yeah, which is amazing. So.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the future right now. Yeah, you released a couple of singles this year with matching covers, like some kind of dog.
Yeah, my dog.
There's some meaning behind that. So maybe a future album or something.
Yeah, so I'm really at the moment. I've got so many songs that I've recorded last year, and I've so many songs that I've recorded at the start of this year that I'm going to release like loads of songs this year. I'm going to release a song every month. Like, I'm going to release a song in April, the first week of April. I have a song. I can't tell you what it's called, but it's going to be I'm very excited about that one. That'll be like the new start for the new album, and I reckon the album will probably be out in February or something like that next year. But I'm very excited about releasing stuff. I think nowadays you kind of it's nice that you kind of just keep releasing songs, and that's what I did with the dog cover. That's actually my dog.
Yeah,
it's my dog Bruce is on the cover of
Bruce crying.
Yeah.
And the Bruce in love.
And the love, yeah. So that's him. So he's my dog's like a lurcher, and he's ginger too. So I look like my dog. But yeah, so he's on the cover. So he's now a model. So
yeah, absolutely. So we can expect you coming back to Brazil next year when the album is finished.
I reckon so. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna come. I want to come back again this year because I feel like I've been here for like a couple of days, and I'm going home on Friday. So I'm like, I want to stay for longer.
Yeah.
And see a bit more of Brazil too, because I've only really been in Sao Paulo and Rio, so I'd love to go to every other, like Brasilia and everywhere else.
Yeah, there's other places
I know,
that you want to visit.
I'd love to go. Just travel around, even just to try do some things. But yeah.
I really recommend you to go to the north
Yeah.
of Brazil. Yeah.
I've heard, people
Yeah,
say that.
the
nice.
dunes.
The dunes,
Yeah.
I've heard it, yeah.
Yeah.
My friend Dan actually went there, said it was nice.
Okay.
Class.
So right now I like to propose a travel
Yes.
because actually Goy Girl by Ed Sheeran is one of
Yeah.
my favorite songs.
Class.
And what I love most about the song is that Ed tried to assemble his Irish roots on it. So he talks about an Irish girl portrayed by Saoirse Ronan, which is one of the most brilliant Irish actress in the world.
She's amazing.
And she actually played the fiddle in an Irish band.
Yeah.
So otherwise, he used some traditional Irish instruments on the song as well. So I would like to know, are you inspired by your homeland to compose your melody as well?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, living in Ireland is very. It's like growing up in a musical. It's very. Everybody sings, and everybody does poetry, and everybody does everything. So, it's a beautiful place to grow up. I originally started playing music on like a tin whistle, which is like an old traditional Irish like instrument. But when I started playing like Metallica and like Iron Maiden on the tin whistle. My dad was like, maybe you should play guitar. So when I was 12, I got a guitar. But yeah, in Ireland, I mean, I used to play in some of the pubs that probably in that music video I used to play in Galway, and in Dublin I've played in every single pub. Like I'm playing Irish music, so Irish music is definitely a huge influence. It has to be because I'm from there. But yeah, it's definitely, in particular on a couple of songs there's more influence. Like there's a song on my second album called Only Ticket Home, and that song is very Irish influenced. And there's an Irish band in that too. But yeah, it definitely.
I really love your melodies, guys.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Thanks very much.
And there's any specific memory of the start of your career when you were taking places and playing in pubs that you can share with us?
Yeah, I mean, there's I loved playing in pubs. I had the best time of my life when I was like 17 until I was like 21, playing in shows in pubs, and it was like 3-hour gigs, and you're playing like sometimes three gigs a day, and you're playing for 7 days a week. It's a really good way of learning how to sing and not lose the voice and to be able to get the crowd. But memories wise, I mean, I remember falling a few times on the stage. But like
falling, actually.
Yeah, because I thought there was a seat there, but there was no seat there, and I fell because I thought there was a seat there. But but yeah, Dublin is a great place to play, and Galway is a great place to play in pubs. But yeah, memories wise, like it was kind of fuzzy back then.
So you mentioned Metallica, and I'd like to know, like, talking about rock, do you listen to U2? Because they are Irish band. I don't know.
We all love U2. Joshua Tree's best album of all time. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I missed them. I'd love to go. I would have loved to seen them in Vegas. That would have been. Did you see that Vegas thing?
At the bubble, right?
It looked ridiculous. Like, it looked amazing.
So we all know Irish artists like Niall Horan, Sinead O'Connor, the Cranberries, Rosier, and all. But is there anyone that is least known in the world that you can recommend us?
There's a few people that I hang out with at home that are amazing. My friend Brian McGovern's really good. He's really good. But at home, there's a few bands that are kicking off. There's a guy called Jamie McIntyre, and he supported me in Paris recently. And there's another guy called Donna. I'm going to tell you everybody's right. There's another girl called Rachel Grace, and there's another girl called Gemma Cox, and they all support us in Europe, and they're like incredible singers and songwriters.
I'm definitely gonna watch the clip later and search for them.
Yeah, do. I'll share it with you afterwards. They're really good.
Thank you so much.
Really
we'll keep in touch.
Yeah.
So another thing that Ireland is really famous for, the people are really warm and receptive. Something that we Brazilians are known for. Is this true?
Yeah, I think it's Brazilian people and Irish people have a very similar kind of mentality for everything, and I find it really lovely because even in Dublin now and in Ireland, there's so many people from Brazil that live in Ireland now, and everybody's like just the same buzz. Everybody just wants to have a good time and just like, I think because if anything's like stressful or anything's bad, it's like it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. I think everybody has the same similar mentality, but and everybody's really nice over here. Like even I came in here today and everybody was like all huggy and nice, which is it's great.
It's the climb. I think when you're Brazilian, you can feel at home because of that, right?
It's great. It's lovely. Like it's great.
So, what do you miss the most about Ireland when you're abroad?
Guinness.
Yeah.
Guinness. Yeah. and my dog and my girlfriend. Yeah. But three of them things.
All right. Another thing that Ireland is really famous for is the pubs, right? Yeah. So, do you intend to actually come back to Ireland and still play in pubs at this stage of your career?
Not really, no. I haven't played in a pub in a while. To be fair, a lot of my friends play in pubs. Yeah. So if I do go for a drink and they're playing, I might jump up and play a song with them. But yeah, to be fair, there's a few places in Dublin where like say like in the corner of a bar, there's like an Irish traditional band playing. Yeah. So that's a time where you like you play some songs with people. Like it's a very shared thing, and everybody's just like having drinks and having a good time, and then you sing a song, mostly Irish tunes. But that's always a fun thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like traditional Irish.
This is really common, right? Like just taking a guitar and playing to the guys. Yeah.
It's great. That's what I love about Dublin. I love doing it as well because in America and stuff and in different places in the world, it's so it's not really. Maybe in Nashville it's definitely done, but I remember doing it once I think it might have been in Arizona or something like that. And I was doing a show with some other musicians and we were at a bar kind of similar, and I brought out the guitar and they were like, no way. And everybody was so excited and everybody had like the best time. So it's definitely a cool thing. It must happen over here.
Yeah. It's really, really fun.
We're staying across the road from like a jazz club.
Yeah.
And it's just the whole night and I was just like, everybody's having a great time. Anyway, but yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I think Brazilians and Irish divide this love for music.
Yeah.
Having some fun. So right now I'd like to talk about some artists who have inspired you as a composer. And I know you're a big Bob Dylan fan. Recently he was named by Rolling Stone the greatest songwriter of all time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, 100%. Definitely.
Can you tell me like your favorite Bob Dylan songs or albums and which manner he inspired you during your career?
Well, when I was younger, I must have been about 12 or something like that. My dad got me the Freewheeling album. Yeah. And then I listened to that when I was going to bed for about 5 years, I think. I just constantly listened to it. And like, obviously it has... Like Don't Think Twice Is Alright, and that's probably my favorite song of all time. Don't Think Twice Is Alright. But yeah, all of the Bob Dylan stuff is amazing. I mean, I've never seen him live, and I'd love to see him live. And I missed one. I was in the London Palladium or something like that. It was meant to be one of his best gigs, and I was in London. I was like, I missed it. But I love him, and I think it's because when I was so young. When you're so young and you listen to somebody and you attach yourself to it so much, it just stays with you for the rest of your life. Yeah. So yeah, and he's amazing. The
last time actually that you were here in Antena 1, we asked you like 3 albums that you would listen if you were in a desert island, and you actually choose Dylan. So yeah. And what about your Justin Bieber Sorry's cover?
Oh yeah.
I think it's just brilliant. Seriously.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
And I would like to know, how often do you plan to record or just perform other people's covers?
You know, I do. Sometimes at shows, particularly if I'm doing like a solo show, like I'm doing over here just by myself, I'll ask the crowd if anybody wants anything just like random. Like it happened in Sweden. We did a show in Sweden, and obviously ABBA are from Sweden, so I did like an ABBA song in Sweden.
I saw you at the ABBA Museum, actually.
So much fun. ABBA Museum is amazing. The best place ever. But I played like The Winner Takes It All. Yeah. And yeah, every so often I just like love kind of playing other people's songs because I find it fun to kind of try change them enough to make it sound. Because the Sorry cover is really, it's just me and electric guitar. It's very sad.
It was really, really pure.
But it's a fun. I remember that was years ago. That was like 6 years ago or something. But yeah,
it was really, really cool.
Thanks very much. Man.
Now, talking about your collaborations, you record anyway with Gabriella Plin, right? How was the process?
She's lovely. I've known her for years. So I know her and I know Alfie Hudson Taylor, her boyfriend, for a long time. And we kind of started, I think, at around the same time. And she sent me over the song, and I was like, I love this song. And then I just sang on it, and that's really that's how it worked. But she's incredible. I love her voice.
So you guys are friends, actually.
Yeah, we've met like a million times in the past. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it's really nice. She has a song called Home, which I really like. I really enjoy.
I say home is where your
heart is.
That's my favorite song I heard.
Yeah, it's my favorite as well.
I love that.
So I know it's a tough question, but what is your favorite collab that you have done so far? Maybe you doesn't have to answer actually. But
there's not really a favorite. I mean, there's a few that I like. It always depends on the song, I think, when it comes to collabs. I mean, and I also haven't done like a lot of collabs, but there's one that I did in French, mostly because it was in French and because it was very kind of interesting to sing in French. I did a collaboration of Always with a girl called Philippine. And it's like T'es dans ma tête encore en boucle. So it was very fun trying to like learn how to speak and learn how to sing in French. So that's probably my favorite one.
Nice. So talking about your tour right now, you play your brand new single Afterlife live on TV for the first time. And how was the experience? And what can you tell me about this song specifically? Usually
terrifying playing on TV. Is scary. TV always, just in case. It's always like you're on it. But
we grew up imagining that moment, right?
But it's never not scary. But if I think it's good that it's scary. But Afterlife, I mean, I wrote it. I woke up from like a bad dream and the world was ending and It was one of them. I think like everybody has that kind of really terrible dream where like you wake up and you're like, oh, everything, and then everything's fine.
Yeah.
So I remember I spent the whole day feeling very nice about like having like my dog and my girlfriend and just everything felt nice. So I wrote a song about if everything ended, like we'd meet each other like in the afterlife kind of thing. It's very, very morbid kind of a song, but it's kind of hopeful in a way.
A little bit sad, but I really
sad,
enjoyed it.
But it makes you most of them are sad.
Yeah. Can expect you singing this today?
Yeah, I'll do it
later.
today. Yeah.
Okay. So when I was doing my research today, I couldn't help myself but to notice there was a guy wearing a Brazilian flag around him on your gig in Europe, maybe Lisbon.
In Lisbon, yeah.
Yeah, it's really common that Brazilian fans attend to your shows outside Brazil, like in Europe.
All the time in Dublin too, everywhere.
Yeah,
like it's amazing. It's great, and everybody always. It's usually somebody brings a flag. I think everybody's very proud of being from Brazil. But I seeing the guy stand at the front. I was like, yes. But that was a Lisbon show. I think that was the last show in Lisbon, and he was lovely. He was having a great time. But in Dublin too, because like a lot of people living in Dublin now are from Brazil, and they come to shows too. So it's everybody like. I think it's a very Irish thing to do as well. We always bring like if we're in America or somewhere else, we always bring like an Irish flag. Yeah. Like if there's like, I'm from Ireland.
We have a lot in common actually.
Yeah, I think Irish people are very proud of where they come from. So, yeah.
I think you can feel the passion about Brazilian fans because, as I said, you're loved here in Brazil.
I love it here, man. Yeah. You really can over here. It's mad. It's amazing.
So, about your tour again, you're living the dream, right? I mean, playing gigs all over Europe, meeting new people, new cultures, new foods, and visiting the Museum of ABBA in Sweden. So, how are you enjoying this unique experience? Yeah,
I love it. I mean, I love traveling around, and it's very handy as well. I'm here with my buddy Keith. Keith is like my tour manager. He's over there. I'm so green, I can see myself. I look like an Irish flag. I actually do. Kind of look like an Irish flag.
I'm blue, so Brazil.
Boom, we both dressed as flags. Awesome. But I'm here with my buddy Keith. Keith is my tour manager, but we've known each other for 12 years. So we're best buds. So like it's been really fun, just the two of us, which is very strange. Two of us have been together for like a month. It's been awesome. So very fun. And this is the last kind of part of the trip is Brazil. We're going to Austin, Texas after this for a little bit, but this is the last kind of solo shows. So it was very fun. It's getting, and we've lots of time to see everything too. Because we're doing like 2 gigs or 3 gigs in each place. So it's nice.
So you can travel around.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Is there any reason behind why you choose Brazil to be your last stop of the tour?
Because the caipirinhas. Caipirinhas, churrascos. It's far away, right? I think we did Europe and then Brazil. I just love it over here. Every time I've been here, I've had a great time, and I think it's the best place to finish. Yeah, for some reason.
Actually, Taylor Swift with the Eras Tour, she also chose Brazil as her last stop for her last year, and she talks about that, like the Brazilian passion to end the tour. So
it's great. Just playing shows over here is like is such a buzz. You kind of know it's going to be like a good show because everybody's already into it from the start. Which is very similar to Ireland, because in Ireland you go to a show and everybody's like yes straight away, which is a very similar thing. Also, it's the last gig on Thursday, and it'd be nice to be in Brazil and have a fun time. Yeah,
nice.
Afterwards.
So this is your second full solo tour. Has something changed about the way you walk on stage, the way you decide your set list? I don't know how nervous you are when you walk on stage compared to 7 years ago?
Yeah, it literally has been 7 years.
Yeah, because it's a long time.
Long time since I've done like a solo. Usually it's a band, right? So I mean, it's just strange. It was strange at the start. It wasn't strange. It was really fun. It was very interesting to kind of go on stage again by myself. And the only thing that really changed is I don't really have a set list. Yeah. So I play the first 2 songs and the 2 last songs, and then I have no idea what's happening in the middle.
You decide at the time?
On the time, whatever feels like the right song to play. I'm like, oh, cool, play that song. Because there's loads. There's like probably 30 songs to pick, or 40 songs. Yeah. So and it's a lot more talking. So I talk a lot more, and I make fun of myself a bit too much, and it's fun. And I'll probably speak a bit more Portuguese over here.
You're learning that.
I'm terrible. Of course, Portuguese.
You know a couple words, though. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, what's the biggest difference between like a solo tour and a band tour?
Louder with the band.
Louder.
Yeah. But solo tour, I think it's more intimate and more personal. Because if it's solo tour, sometimes when you play by yourself, it's obviously if something goes wrong, it's my fault, which is great because I love like that it's like up to me and
you're in control.
Yeah, I kind of like that feeling. But I love playing with the band too, because when you have a band there, you can you can be like, Sapalo, yeah. And then like just, you can, play up and you can really jam on stage. But I love playing the shows by myself. It's really fun. You can kind of make it feel like an intimate show no matter where you play, no matter how many people are there. You can make it feel intimate, and the whole room can kind of become like a family kind of thing. But it's very fun.
It's really intimate and personal, right?
It's fun. I love it.
Coming back to Europe, in Amsterdam, you made something a little different. Actually, you invite 2 singers to sing with you. How was that? How does it feel to you?
It was good. I mean, Rachel Grace and Gemma Cox. The 2 of them, they're the 2 girls. I said they're amazing. Their voices are.
You knew them before that?
I knew Rachel before then. I never met Gemma, but Rachel's amazing. Her voice is crazy. So is Gemma's voice. But they're amazing. But it was really nice to bring them over because these shows have no support. And it was only Amsterdam and it was only Paris that we brought anybody over for support. And I was happy to bring somebody from Ireland over, because when I was starting off in Ireland, everybody helped me out, and everybody, like Codaline, they brought me on tour in Europe and America, and like lots of, like, there's a band called the Coronas, and they brought me on tour around Ireland. So when I was beginning, everybody kind of helped me. So it's fun to be able to do that. It's really generous
and really great.
But it's fun to do that, isn't it?
Yeah. So, actually, you collaborate and perform with those 2 girls. So, I would like to propose a game with you right now.
Savage.
It's called, like, Would You Rather Collab With?
Yes.
And I've chosen some artists and some bands, and you decide which one you would prefer to collab with, all right?
Awesome, sweet.
So, the first one is a really bit tricky. So, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
Beatles,
yeah. Paul McCartney and John Lennon, right?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Frank Sinatra or Rita Franklin?
Frank
Sinatra, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Steve Wonder or Elton John?
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The piano man.
But I love that's a really tough. Yeah, no, Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
Okay, the next one I already knew the answer, but David Bowie or Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
It's also tough though. I mean, yeah.
It's a good pick, right?
Yeah, very good.
Stevie Nicks or Billy Joe?
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. U2 or ABBA?
U2. Yeah.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
That's too hard.
Yeah.
Nobody can answer that question. No, they'll start fighting again. Oh no, how do you? I don't know. Do you know what, Prince, because of the guitar? Because I'd love to just imagine jamming. Like, Prince. Yeah, love Prince.
And the last one, Ed Sheeran or Harry Styles?
2 gingers sounds fun.
Yeah, gingers. It's gonna be nice.
Huivu, right?
Huivu, yeah.
Yeah.
So, last but not least, this is your 3rd time here in Brazil.
Yeah.
And I would like you tell us how is to play here with the most passionate fans around the world, like singing to all of your lyrics and showing love to you. Yeah,
I mean, the first time I played here was probably, I think it was 2017, and I was so unaware of anything. So, I mean, what I notice over here is, like, some people ask for songs, and I'm like, I kind of know the words to that song, because it was like, they could be really old songs from an album that was like in 2015 or something, and I'll sing it and everybody will sing it. So everybody knows all the words to most of the tune, which is incredible, which doesn't really happen everywhere in the world. Like, it rarely happens everywhere in the world. But yeah, it's amazing playing over here. Everybody's so nice, and
we know the lyrics and we actually want to sing along, right?
Be so passionate.
Be connected with the singer.
So passionate. Everybody's super passionate. Even on radio, I did a radio the other day, and like the host was singing as well, and I was like, that's awesome. But no, it's great. I think people are just so passionate about music over here.
Yeah, but I think anywhere in the world, like, you start singing, always people will sing along with you. So
as the trick of having like 4 words.
So that was it, my question. So I'm really honored to talking to you today. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
So if you want to share some words with our audience right now, so cool. It's up to you.
Hi everybody on, where am I looking? I'll look over here.
Yeah, actually.
Hey everybody on Antena. Eo nome é Gavin James. Good to see you. I'll see you soon in Brazil again, but thank you very much for listening.
Então foi isso, pessoal. Espero que vocês tenham gostado da conversa aqui com o Gavin James. E eu fico por aqui. Até a próxima.